So, hello guys and welcome back to more freaking grind in the Mercedes around Laguna Seca. I know we haven't been live already with that format today, but it is evident that we need to do more running because we're just lacking performance in literally every single occasion. So one lap pace is lacking, tire usage is lacking. I don't know, go for something else and we might still be lacking beyond the pace. So here we are again for hopefully a 1 hour clean drive and some 3/4 of hour hot lap grind as we're trying to get ourselves up and running, as we try to get ourselves ready for this race tomorrow. I thought about long doing a race in LFM instead of doing GT Challenge tonight, but the team test race in between has went so horrendous for me that I was like, okay Michi, you need to have more running, you need to have more experience around this track for tomorrow. So guys, here we go again, coming to the main straight, and then it's lights out and away we go for 1 hour of racing against no one else, no one less than ourselves. I've done some little adjustments to the setup in hope that this will get me somewhere closer to where I need to be. And in hope to help me with some balance issues that I was fighting with. Especially the front axis. I couldn't operate the front axis, the front tires, the way it probably needs to be operated. So we will also need some 2 or 3 laps of running to get used to this now. But this shall be part of the practice. Most important is to get the performance out of the car now. And even if we need a trick with our settings for that, as in using a higher steering rotation than usual in order to not overturn on the steering wheel, stuff like that. You know, we need to get up to speed, we need to get up to performance. We need to learn and understand what our car can do, what it wants to do, what it rather does not want to do. Hence why we're out again. And I thought I just might as well stream the practice, so you guys have some more entertainment, hopefully. Despite I had the impression that most of you guys haven't been that entertained. And don't get me wrong, like I need to run the first couple of laps right now, right here. And see if those settings that I did even get me forwards, even get me to the area that I need to be. Stay on the track, FFS. Understeer. The operation window of that Mercedes is so narrow. Incredible. Oh, and then you do this to me, yeah? I cannot believe it sometimes. It's an off track, of course it is. That's just the Mercedes being the Mercedes, I guess. That's exactly the same problem that I reported back then when we did the first run a good 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Where I was like, Sometimes the car just turns in nicely. Next time it turns in too much. And another next time you're trying to turn in, it doesn't rotate and turn in at all. This time, at least without the understeer on the exit. Let's see what we can make this lap to. It's Antonio, thank you so much for your follow. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the Mercedes Galore. Aye. Can you adjust your speed, Mitchie? Yes, I'm using Restream indeed. No. I mean, yes, the car rotates, but this kills the tire. This is a big no-no. Yeah, it was a giga drift indeed. Hence why I call it a big no-no. Should not do giga drifts. Let's not mess this up here again. I keep missing that apex so badly. Cut. Right. Yeah. We better abort this stint after I have just checked. Yeah, of course. Finally we spun. I am not too sure if that steering ratio is the best thing. Or whether I should rather stay with what I was used to. Because now I see some handling issue going into the fast left-hander, which I think is down to this. Okay, copy. So this is the first time we're restarting this stuff. We better get it done before the race. So lights out and out of the pits we go again. The reason why I'm going that slow is because of the outlap in the race is going to be identically slow. Yeah, I'm sorry for that inconvenience to bore you with that stuff here, but it is important for me to kinda compete in a good way tomorrow. I have been all over the place lately. And after winning last race, obviously there is a bit of sense of self-esteem and a little bit of sense of wanting to do good, so I need to fulfill that, and therefore we're running this again. It is basically rather a challenge against ourselves, more that than real entertainment reasons on the stream. You guys may see me mad again, so this might as well happen, and you shall not be surprised about that. But if you appreciate the esports approach, and I'm pretty sure you do, hence why you're watching, then please have a like on the video, subscribe us on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, and make sure to be here around tomorrow, 8 PM Central European Summertime, when it's lights out, and away we go for another run. But tomorrow that time, with the big competition going on. And suddenly I'm hitting that apex again. Sometimes it's just ridiculous how much impact the ever so slightest change on hardware or setup has. But okay, it is what it is. That's why it is esport. That is why we love sim racing so much, because it's about the level of detail and the passion for detail. Look at this beautiful turn one. Well, not sure if it was beautiful according to Yanne standards, but to me it felt good, and it is also a good indication on the delta. The setup has only little changes compared to the other one that we were running that afternoon. Arguably, you could also say, of course, that I'm now having more experience on the car, for sure. That would surely help as well, compared to that afternoon. But at the end of the day, you need to also be ready to deliver it out of the box. Which I think we're finally able to do. That's actually turned through. Yeah, as American calling King's corners as well. I forgot about that. If that is my way to do turn one tomorrow without sliding the rear, then I'm happy. I really need to take care on that rear ride. Finally a good turn, whatever it is, 6 probably, or 7. I missed that apex. We're coming for a 0.0. Tires appreciate the ride so far. Very good. But those rotations into the turn, they will not appreciate for long. So this... I need to change that approach on this turn a bit. Not a lot, just a bit. Just some readjustment. So now is obviously the time where the tires are dropping. Careful, Michi, on that rear. Tires still looking in good shape though. No one hit that anti-cut, Mitch. F. Really need to wait for that car to rotate. The only way you make sure not to threaten the tires too much. As we're coming in for an invalid 0.7, I think. More 0.8. Hey. Beautiful though. 0.5, 0.6. Blade on the throttle again. Thank you, Stefan. Much appreciated. We're gonna need it, I guess. I'm trying to need less of it and trying to do more with the skill available. But I have my doubts. Currently very nice rotation of the car around the final turn, really Really awesome. Generator Quan, I think we can ask about, we can ask Mr. Polezny how a one-stop strategy would look like then. For Rator, I think the better opportunity is really to try and grab pole position and then try to run away at the front. That's possible. Guess you can choose on your strategy after the qualifying then. Anyone 6. Too late. Okay, don't miss that turn. Oh dear. Well, this is not going to be that good of a lap. But we keep trying with the pace. Very good. Point 7. Okay, that is probably too understeery overall. Did you guys do a stop at Long Beach in 6th split? Oh shit, cut lap. That would be surprising to me. Well, sadly this is a cut lap, but it would be an amazing point 4. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, copy. Yeah, with a missing wheel, yeah. Alright, so we have a crap lap here. Nothing you could do about it. Sometimes there is just rappa or the lappa. And I think also now the tires kinda have dropped, leading to more wear, more heat, more everything. Too much on the steering wheel. One didn't really rotate. The medium speed turns is pretty easy to do with the Mercedes, to be honest. Hence, I think why I have been that strong at Sebring, because a lot of medium speed turns, and it was the low speed turns where I struggled the most. Yeah, there's also a couple of low speed turns in Sebring, but I think majority of the turns where it really matters then, oh god damn it, were mid speed. Yeah, but I feel these tires are starting to give up a bit now. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it's exactly this what happens now into the final turn. The rear slide. And that lifts up the rear right, which lifts up the tire wear. And it's not smart to do. So we rather take it a bit more easy. Quite obvious that we cannot run low to mid 21s all stint long. Occasionally there's going to be a good lap, yes, but that's about it then. Choked at the last turn. 0.7. It's interesting, like if you not get the front rotation done with the front tires, you slide in the rear, and that will hurt you twice on both the tire wear and the lap time. So you need to be very precise here. This turn you kind of roll at it before actual turn in. .8 then. But this is consistently better than in the run that we did before. Yeah, this is what I mean. It hurts you twice It hurts you on the rear right. And it hurts you on the pace. Oh my god, I don't actually want to know what that rear right just lost now. Yeah, it took all my abilities to save that one though. I was really fighting. Yeah, and the rear is now a bit more sloppy. You feel it straight away. Oh my god. It lost half a lap of life. See that we not let it happen again. But now once the tire is overheated once, it starts loving to overheat twice. Just need to keep this together though. Target would have been to do all laps below 22s. Sadly, that target doesn't hold up anymore anyway. Because we did a 22.2 last lap around. A very distinctive driving style that Mercedes requires. Difficult to learn and difficult to practice and approach. And then, even worse, nail it for a full hour. For those of you that's seen the race at Sebring, you've seen me struggle here and there, which is a common thing when driving a car on the edge. And thanks to having had Nisula in the back, I had to drive that Mercedes so much on the edge. I turned too much. Turned too much again. Not enough rotation with the rear this time. That will immediately cost 2/10 on the lap time, is another 0.9 though. Yeah, much better for the tire. Jesus Christ. The hell is this corner now? Now I'm getting the corkscrew done considerably alright, but I keep choking with that other shit turn. Yeah, the rear right won't like that. My lap time won't like that either. Yeah, it is another 22. Stupid. Very stupid. I know I keep crying about the same thing lap in, lap out. But oh well, it is what it is. It is the grind. I'm usually an 80-20 type of guy, like Pareto principle. But when it comes to sim racing, I'm more like a kind of perfectionist to a certain extent. This is very unnatural for me. But I kinda, in the testing, never can be happy if I know it's not the very best that I can do. Which was the difference that we saw in Sebring. In Sebring, from the testing, I had full confidence to be equally fast than Yanni, if not faster. And that gave me on race day just the confidence that we can do it. Usually I'm mourning a lot and then stuff happens and then it's Michi magic and then we are good on the grid. But I hate relying on that ability, if you want to call it that. That's why most of the time in the practice you see me unhappy. Because I know there is room to improve. But okay. Beautiful turn 5. Shit exit though. Apart from that final turn, a very good lap I think for mid-race. 0.6. This is the moment where I question myself, like, could I have not done that 2 or 3 hours before? Not having to do this right now again, saving your time, entertaining you with something more interesting. Nope. F. This is finally getting better now. But cut. F. Mary Pest, hello and welcome. Oh shit. That is a big mistake. Yeah, Rear Right is not liking it. But this is probably the point of time where I now need to take out a little bit of pace in order to be able to keep the tires in check. This is going to be a 22 again. F. Arguably I tried, but I couldn't prevent it. 22-2. As long as the 5-lap average stays where it is. Understeer, self-introduced trait. And this is what I mean, like last lap I overshoot the corner, went into nearly a spin, killed turn 1 that way, or actually turn 2. And this time I went into it overly cautious, trying not to spin out, turning more on the steering wheel. And therefore causing understeer. Lap before I caused oversteer, this time I caused understeer, so that's how slim the operation window of that Mercedes is and how much you need to drive it on point. And I think it is a big achievement if you do a 60-minute race having that Mercedes in the window at all times. I choked in Sebring like 3 or 4 times as well in the race. One has probably seen that. Another 0.8, great. Shifty! Hello and welcome. How you doing? Long time no see. See, and now the Mercedes is back in the window, 2 tenths faster. Ooh. Yeah, F this up now. Right? Kind of shifty, kind of. It is, you need to... In the Mercedes... Yeah, this is the perfect example. Like, you need to rotate it before the apex, or take the late apex, but the problem is the front likes to continuously understeer. So you need to anticipate that with over-rotating it before the apex, and then kind of understeer it on the exit, but still have a good one. But this is not how you do it. Oh, Michi. The number of 22s is a bit much now. 22-1. Over-rotating the rear. It's tricky. You need to unsettle the rear with the brakes into the turn. But if you're overdoing it, you keep sliding all turn long. Tifty, I hear you. And I think it's extremely hard to do that. I think Yannick can somehow achieve it. The guy is just absolutely mental when it comes to that stuff. Just says what he needs to do and kind of does it. Sometimes more consistent, sometimes less consistent. $21.8 though. Happily. Yeah, I think the throttle is the rather easy part on this car. Since you just need to wait for the time when the rotation is enough, then you can floor it out of the turn. It's interesting, isn't it? You do a 0.8, you do a 2.2, you do a 0.8, you do a 2.2. This is the 2.2 again. Well, not 0.2, but 0.1 at least. Not even sure if my driving is that different compared to before. But I have the feeling that I just approach a couple of turns a different way. It's not how it is supposed to be. That is a good final turn again. I prefer higher downforce cars, yes. I guess so. Mitchie, now you are doing it ridiculously bad though. What has happened to your turn 1 approach? Like, I can have it a bad lap, no worries, but you can't consecutively F this up. And I am consecutively Fing this up right now into turn 1. Yeah, needless to say what kind of F up this is now, right? Just 22 minutes to go. Then we will focus on some qualifying runs. Yeah, that is nicely. Rear, what are you doing? F's sake. Incredible, right? I cannot bring home a 0.6 for the sakes of it when I'm on a 0.6. Finally, the 0.6. See, that's what I mean. The consecutively driving needs to be there. Oh, it is a 0.6. This is good. This is great. This is nice. This is very good turn ones. Even though the rear doesn't appreciate this. But lap time appreciates it. Oh god. So yeah, we need to deduct 4/10 of that in my mind. Another 21.7. Remember what I told you about being a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to sim racing? Ah! Yeah, you're witnessing that aspect. Pretty much. There's another 0.8. I really need to watch out for the rear rights. Good news is tomorrow there's going to be a bit more grip at this stage in the race. Since this rear row is pretty much static. Very great, another 0.8. good. 0.9, that's alright. More important to not scrub the rear right too hard. Have that a bit under control. Very good. No, very scheiße. So yeah, I need to kill the lap time here completely in order to not kill the rear right. Sometimes this ABS is weird, I don't get it. Like the ABS should have prevented the rear from locking, but maybe I've just set it so weird onto the curb now that it locked regardless. Yeah, it wasn't good for that tire at all. 10 laps to go. If my calc is right. 12 minutes. Sounds about right indeed. You could argue why I keep still braking on that curb if it does what it did. Well, because it's the racing line, because I kinda have to. A narcotic. What do you mean? 22-0. Too slow. Why do you think it's horrible with a downshift? You're simply not allowed to downshift when you are on throttle, and you're not allowed to downshift when you would over rev the engine. So it's a classic downshift protection. I think it is how it is in the real car. I saw some video where the BMW M4 was doing exactly the same thing that annoys us all here. But that makes me think that it's just correct. F. So yeah, now the tires are dropping a second time. And I think now it's about hanging on. Yeah, to my understanding, I think it is real. Like, I've seen that video from the BMW M4, and that guy was at the Nürburgring, turn 2, and he tried to go from 3rd to 2nd, but he was a little bit on the throttle already, because he wanted to have that rotation, but the gearbox didn't let him. We have some bots around. I'm sorry, my straights are rather short. In order to fix this. Yeah, before the update you never had a downshift protection, which basically let you shift down as soon as you want it. Okay, I'm fixing this the next longer straight. Yeah, you're not a bot, but you annoy me. And you annoy my viewers too. Oh, Mitchie, focus. 6 to go. Hey, Luca. Ay, 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 ay. So that rear ride is about to clear for the moment. Looking forward. Narcotic my fourth is 29 degrees. 22.6. Fuck's sake. No, I just saw smoke in the rear mirrors. What happened? I guess shenanigans. Like exactly the opposite of that what Jimmy Ellison said right before the green flag. Maximum push. The rear ride is giving up. There's hardly anything that I can do. I mean, right now it is too late to care about the rear ride anyway, so it's 4 laps. Or just 4 minutes. It should still be 4 laps. It's about survival now. Thank you, narcotic. Yeah, it is calculated, so should be the scientific correct VOV. Right, after the run, qualifying stuff. So you're gonna see hot faps with a Mercedes around this lovely circuit. Rotate, awesome, beautiful. Onto the outside curb, a little bit of rotation, and send it over the line. After a 21.8, another 21.8. 8. Madness, it was insane. The LMP2 Wale or the DPI Wale? Oh dear. Yeah, I just saw smoke from the grass flying around, so I kind of knew something was going on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. So it's a minute and 20 to go. Coming across the line. Have I lost 6 seconds during the course of this stuff? Yeah, I think I did. So I'm afraid it's 2 laps to go. What? How were the LMP2s able to kill a DPI on the first lap? Yeah, rear right is shredded. Oh my god. So now it's only about full send, bringing it home, because it's 4 seconds on the clock. Yeah, it's just 7 seconds over the line, so if someone is really quick, you're gonna have an additional lap here. I'm not going to be the quick one. That moment where the tires are hitting the cliff is the moment where your pace is going to fall apart, and this could be also the moment where you are viable to attacks. Oh yeah, yeah, you see the rear right. No chance. Just doesn't want to. We send rally style around the final turn. What a call though. Is a Mercedes rally car in the last lap. Well, it is a full stint though. Appreciate it. Happy with that. Just quickly looking at it. Majority is 21s. Some cut laps in between, but yeah, there's a couple of 22s as well. So, as I promised, we're about to give you guys some qualifying runs as well. Let me quickly just have a quick drink. Waiting a lot. Right. Yes, Luca, full Tokyo Drift it was. Well, if you guys appreciate the Tokyo Drift, then please follow on Twitch. Subscribe on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Looking forward to your support, guys. And now we're hopefully looking forward to some grande pace in qualifying. From where we are right now, I think we should improve 1.5 seconds at least. Not sure if straight in the first lap. Thank you, Luca. Looking into it. Oof. Oof. Probably worth building a little bit of a qualifying setup here. Yes, it's a cut. Okay, so 1.3 seconds at least. That is something to build up on. If we just erase the mistakes out of turn 1, out of turn 2, I think there is enough momentum to carry on with the dual low 19. That's what we're looking for. It's just about quali pace now anymore. The race one was good. Nothing race winning, I guess, but solid enough. Yeah, that's miles better. Right. Keep it up. Amazing. Don't die. Come on. No. Ah, you gotta be kidding me there with the cut. No, why a cut? Was a 0.3. The best lap I ever did. But I can see where this is going already regarding tomorrow. I think I want to have indeed some clicks. I'm not even sure if I can do that good of a lap again. Obviously, apart from the corkscrew. Might be worthwhile pushing it hard on the out lap here to see how the best approach might look like. No, not that way. Too late in the brakes. Ah, come on. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Last sector. Classic fail. Happens the best. Right. Back to the grind. Turn 1 is still not optimal, I think. It's again not. Problem was that this turn 2 in particular has been amazing though. So has been this. Wrong scene, sorry. Here we gain some time though, a 10th. Right? Here we stay the same. Great. Kind of. Much better final turn. 0.3. And surely an optimal 0.2. Yeah, too flat. Well. This was a hyper shit turn 1, I think. Not sure how to get this turn 1 great then. Could also think that the uphill, well, the fast left-hander into the uphill section. A bit choked, I guess. This one is a tricky one now, whether to take it in 4th and 3rd. This one was quite beautiful though. Hugged in nicely on the curb. Almost going a bit too wide on the exit, but it was just spot on, I think. This would have probably been the perfect run through it. I see the delta on the wheel going half a tenth up. And then probably into this turn you could still go a bit tighter. Let's see. This one was pretty spot on, not much to be caught on it, I guess. Right, onto the run we go. It's... Oh, brilliant. Beautiful. Send F. Yeah, this lap didn't deserve to be the PB. Yeah, I'm gonna use those 15 minutes to go to the end. Victor, I wouldn't be quite sure whether I say enjoy, but let's say the result is a little bit better than before. Yeah, this is as good as it can get. Oh, just holding on. F. A bit effed up. Brilliant corkscrew. Yes, a point two. A bit hurting on the hands though. So, point zero is the optimal. With no PB in either of the laps. Oh no. Well? That's too direct. The car goes flying. This is not what it is supposed to do. I need to control myself better for this right-hander. I can really get it spot on, but yeah. Anyway. Let's try nailing the rest of the lap first. Ever so slight F, but we're looking good. Amazing. Great run. Almost. Shit. I don't even know why I have good mood. I've thrown a monster lap. So guys, tune in tomorrow, 8 PM Central European Summertime. We will be live with the GT Challenge Round 3 at Laguna Seca. As you can see, the grind is going on. Whether the grind is going good, well, you can judge that yourself, for yourself. I am about to be okay-ish happy. Not 100% sure what the Mercedes is able to do. But we're trying the best with it. I'm lacking 30,000 here. Scheiße. Yeah, okay. The good news is I know I can do it. The even better news is I got a public bank holiday tomorrow. So I have time to even more practice to do it. If needed. And basically I've reached my minimum goal of the season, winning one race. Which means pressure is off. But there's also some other benefits still. I do know that I can do a 0.0. Which means if the grip's a bit more higher in qualifying, there might be the other 10th still in. As long as I can nail the lap together, I'm happy. And then wherever we sit, we take it from there. F. 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 Yeah, no need to keep carrying on. Two more tries, I guess. And if not, then I'll just take the 0.2 into the night and enjoy. Yeah, guys, so once again, thank you for running with us tonight. I know it's not been the most entertaining stream. Again, I wanted to do some LFM, but again, I think it was more necessary to do this one for the confidence. I have this confidence now. If it goes wrong tomorrow in the practice, in the race, I can at least not say I was not up there. So, there you go. Ah, what a bad start. To the lap will be a good plus into turn 1, like 10,000 already. Yeah, now I think it's... I've overdone it a bit. There's a fine margin between overrunning. And I think I've just hit it. Final chance. Look, I can understand this. I gotta be quite honest. I'm happy this is not GT Pro. Because for GT Pro, I would have felt like way too much pressure to prepare for just 1 week. And this is where being not a full-time sim racer really comes into play. Imagine a Siggy having 7 days and me having 7 days, but me working 5 out of it every week. No chance. And then obviously on the weekend, it's not like you're flat out into the sim and make it 8 hours a day. You always have to also relax and recharge batteries from the week for the next week and so on. So this is quite some tremendous stuff. Anyway guys, tomorrow 8 PM Central European time, I will schedule the stream in a moment. And hope that you guys will join it. It's not redirecting from the stream this time, because I've not set it up yet. Could have done so, failed to do so. We'll do it tonight, right now. Yeah. To a certain extent you might be right, Victor. Copy, that's gonna do it for today. No further spare parts with the Mercedes. We are taking away that we can do a 0.039 on an optimal lap. And yeah, guys, with that, enough from today, enough from Laguna Seca. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your interest. Again, please, if you appreciate the streams, if you appreciate what we're doing, have a follow on Twitch, please. Subscribe us on the YouTube channel. Make this community grow, and join us tomorrow 8 p.m. European summertime to yeah, see the madness in the GT challenge. Guys, have a good evening, everyone. See you. Bye bye.